Hello everyone, Magic Click Partner speaking, your trusted affiliate partner in the gambling and betting verticals. In this video, we'll reveal a new aggressive black SEO method. It saves you money on drop domains, ranking sites quickly on newly bought ones without the risk of losing expensive drops. This seems impossible, but the scheme was kindly shared in the Crown Links Telegram channel, which offers many useful link building tips. We are currently working with gambling and decided to check the search results for this specific scheme, where we discovered many fresh domains. For example, using this keyword in the Australian geo. With esearchfrom.com, we found numerous such domains in the top search results. These are just typical directories with links to various casinos. But if we look at their statistics in the analyzer, we'll discover that there's no history behind this domain, and we only see a sharp spike in traffic on April 5th, meaning it's only been active for 3 days, yet it's already ranking in the top for gambling keywords. We cannot see its age because it is a subdomain. By the way, that is a separate story. I'll tell you about subdomains at the end as well. Let's scroll down and we'll see that this site has no backlinks. So how did it manage to reach the top? This is clearly a black hat method. This is all a new scheme, operating through a loophole with the canonical tag and parasitic SEO on trusted subdomains. The essence here is very simple. At first, everything is as usual. A strong expired domain with history and good links is used. Then a new subdomain, like this one, is purchased, and the same content is uploaded to both sites for Google to see a duplicate. By the way, I left a link in the description to leaked paid gambling WordPress templates. On the old drop domain, a canonical tag is set to the new one. To the search engine, this looks like a regular duplicate merge, but in reality, it's a transfer of weight and trust from an expensive domain to a disposable new one. That's why a site might have no link history at all, and still rank high, because it's not ranking on its own merit, but on the donors. But there's an important nuance here. How do you make Google believe that a former site, for example, about wind energy or dinosaurs, has now become an authority in gambling? To do this, 301 redirects from several other broken domains are aggressively thrown onto the main expensive donor domain. And this is where the most crucial detail lies. All anchor text with such aggressive boosting is a strict exact match, a so-called exact match. No one dilutes the anchors, they blast direct gambling queries head-on to quickly rebrand the donor's theme, and to ensure this shady activity isn't detected, they rigorously conceal the donor. After indexing, the owners then close off the main drop domain from regular users and from any analytics tools. If you or an analytics bot like Ahrefs or SEMrush try to access this old high-authority website, Cloudflare will politely send you packing showing a placeholder page or an error. The whitelist exclusively contains Googlebot. This is the ideal protection for your main asset. This way you completely hide the real ranking source from spy services, preventing former domain owners from seeing that their site is hosting an illegal casino. You prevent reports from being filed, the scheme from being exposed, and most importantly, you make Google fully transfer authority. The robot sees the necessary content, but for everyone else, the site simply doesn't exist. But sooner or later, a new domain will eventually hit a filter and get banned. In such a case, we simply purchase another domain and update the canonical tag's link on the main drop domain, switching it from the banned one to the new one. And so, the cycle repeats. This way, you don't have to buy a costly high-value domain for every new project. You don't have to build a link profile from scratch each time, and the results are simply insane. You spend pennies on disposable domains, keeping the main one as a source of authority. This is precisely the main point of the strategy. Now let's talk separately about subdomains. As you may have noticed in the search results, all these websites are built on subdomains, for example, of the type us.com. For Google, such domains are often not perceived as completely new or zero-authority sites, but rather as a part of an already established and strong domain space. These kinds of sites appear as if they already come with a certain level of pre-approved trust. This is very much like parasitic SEO, but instead of being on someone else's news site or forum, it's on someone else's domain zone. Combined with the first scheme, it forms a powerful and interesting black SEO strategy. In gambling, where one successful hit to the top for a competitive keyword can pay off everything very quickly, such a mechanism yields enormous profits. But you must understand that Google will most likely fix this loophole with one of its next updates, so make sure to use it now. I've left a link to the posts with the scheme in the comments. If you're running SEO traffic, then for you, we have more than 1500 offers across gambling and betting verticals. We are ready to provide you with the most favorable terms. I've placed the registration link directly in the description below. A dedicated manager will get in touch with you right away. Additionally, we freely provide manuals, applications, templates, creatives, and various other essential tools for your work. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram channel. There you'll find even more useful materials and insights, especially for those working with gambling. All the links will be left in the comments below. Good luck with the pour.